November 6th today. We're just getting loaded up. We've got the old goose here completely loaded up, 1,800 pounds of gear and the three of us, and we've got about a half-hour flight out of Dillingham here. So hopefully things will pick up. We've been stuck here in Dillingham in a little motel room for 3 days. Let's make it happen, Tom.
What do you think of Alaska, Tom? Nice. Pretty red.
I don't think it's edible.
It's catching salmon right off the shore camp. Bring him in, let's see if this is an eater.
I don't think so either. This one's worse than that.
Looking pretty red. What'd you find down at the lake shore, Tom?
A grizzly bear. He walked up right here, though. Like when I said, "Hey, bear," and a little louder though. I don't know why you guys didn't hear it, but it walked up in the woods this way.
Oh.
Kind of followed. Well, I didn't think it followed me, but I walked up this way too. Not a big one, but
Scare you a little?
yes. Right on the shoreline.
That's why you always gotta take a gun. It'll be alright, they're afraid.
Yeah, sure they are. I didn't know if that thing was walking to me or away from me.
Well, this is the first legal hunting day. We had some pretty good rain last night, but we're draining the boat out. We're gonna cruise the shore and see what kind of country we're dealing with here. outside. Let's get ready.
You have to get a range.
Dial 4 minutes. Whoa. 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 There's your shot, Tom. Take him. Get him again.
Take him again.
He's going down. Got him.
Got him. Good job.
Nice shot, Tom.
Look at him roll.
Nice shooting, brother.
What was that?
430 yards. High 5.
Right on.
Nice shooting, brother.
I thought he was getting away.
I thought he was too.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was a lot.
I just ranged way ahead of him for you, right when he got there.
Good job there, buddy.
Is it stressful or what?
Oh my gosh. How long have we been in Alaska?
Finally pulled the trigger. That's a nice bowl, Tom. High five, brother. Look at the size of those paddles.
Tom got this 59.5-inch bowl at 430 yards.
I did.
In this area that we're hunting, and they've got to have 4 browse on one side or 50 inches, so that's why we were messing around so long. We just wanted to make sure that he was 50 plus. And I used the scope to judge him. At one time I came up with 54, and another couple times I came up with close to 59 or 60. And as you can see, he's got these long points here that kind of lay out, which makes him close to 60.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. We used the G7 rangefinder to judge the yardage as he was running away. I was running the camera and the rangefinder, so things were pretty hectic. We were thinking he was going to get away from good, but took a quick range, got the camera on him, and Tom made a quick shot.
I did. It was, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to get an animal down in Alaska.
He's got about 30 pounds of the rear quarter. And the head and horns. Got some alder busting to do.
Lots of alders.
Stand up with that puppy. How heavy is it?
It's Texas. Yeah.
Turn around, let me see it. Nice.
Goes down and in the boat. Just a couple to go.
On today's shooting demonstration, we're going to go over better understanding and using your G7 reticle. Now, if you look here, we've got a representation of our G7 reticle. Let's just quickly go over what all these hash marks mean, okay? Left and right, we have hash marks for every minute. So you've got 1 through 10 minutes on the horizontal plane. On the vertical, each one of the hash marks equals 1/2 minute. So you've got a half, 1, half, 2, half, 3. Okay, very simple. Now, since our scope is second focal plane, by changing the power, that will change the apparent size of the reticle. So when we're at 22 power, all these hash marks are 1 minute apart. When we're at 11 power, it doubles that, so now they're all 2 minutes apart. And when we're on 5.5 power, it quadruples it. Each one of these is going to be 4 minutes apart. Now that's very important when we get into ranging and sizing up different objects in the field. Okay, now that we know what each one of these hash marks represents in the field, let's go over using this reticle to size something up out in the field, okay? Let's say we've got a big mule deer buck out there and you've ranged him at 800 yards, okay? So we're gonna take this reticle and we're gonna measure inside his rack, and let's say that it's 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes at 800 yards. The math is very simple. 1 minute at 800 yards is 8 inches. we times that by our 4 minutes wide, we get a buck that's 32 inches wide. Very simple to do in the field. It'll help you as a hunter, it'll help you as a shooter to measure your groups. You can easily just do the math right there and measure how big the object is or the group size or the animal is downrange. Okay, now we know how to measure something in the field. Let's go one step further and let's show you how to range using the reticle. Now there's a very simple equation. It goes target height, or the height of the target, divided by the number of the MOA that you measured it at, times 100 equals your range, okay? So let's start out with an example. We've got a target that's 30 inches wide, and we measure it with our reticle, using the up and down on the reticle there, and we measure it to be 5 minutes. So you divide that by your 5, and that equals 6. Now the last half of the equation is times 100 equals your range. So we times that 6 by 100, and that would equal 600 yards. That is a very simple equation to use in the field for you as a hunter or a shooter to quickly range something. Let's say if your rangefinder breaks or you lose the battery or whatever it may be. All right, now that we know how to range in the field, let's take that one step further and let's actually range a game animal in the field. So let's use a bighorn sheep, for example. We're going to use the back to brisket dimension on an animal to effectively range this animal. So let's say back to brisket on a bighorn sheep, you know, is 24 inches. So we're going to use 24 inches back to brisket. Okay, we measure up that bighorn sheep in our reticle, and he measured 4 minutes back to brisket. So we'll take and divide this by our 4 minutes, and that's going to equal 6. The second half of the equation, of course, is times 100. And that's our yardage. That bighorn sheep was at 600 yards. Very simple math to do in the field, just in case, you know, something fails in your rangefinder or you drop it and break it. Now you've got a secondary way of ranging in the field. All right, guys, stay tuned for my next shooting demonstration. We're gonna take this out in the field and we're gonna range and shoot animals out in the field just using our reticle.
We're trying out the bow today. We flew Dom's moose out this morning. We just walked up behind camp. The bugs are horrible. I don't know if you can see or not, but slathered up with these. We think we hear a moose across the creek here. We're not 100% sure, but I'm not afraid to throw the bow down and blast it with a rifle across the creek if that's what we have to do. But if we get a nice close opportunity, we're going to try with the bow. It's too bad it wasn't a big one. That's about it. Stick him if he came in. Come over the hill.
Dropped him. Keep the camera on him. That's a big moose. That's big. Yeah, dropped him. Oh my gosh, that was exciting.
Trav, I told you I'm not afraid to throw the bow down.
It's like fire flame going on. Look at that paddle right there.
Oh my gosh.
I am jacked. I have always dreamt about a big Alaskan moose. Thanks, Dad.
You better thank me when we get him out.
Tom, he killed his moose the second day of hunting and took us 3 days to pack it out. And we flew Tom's moose out this morning, decided to just walk up behind camp because there was too much waves for the raft. And just had to go up over one more ridge and Dad spotted this big guy, just side hilling right through the timber here. But it was an awesome hunt.
It was awesome.
Yep, basically 3 days of hunting.
It's an incredible bull.
You can get up.
I'm gonna attempt the head and horns in the front quarter. I don't know if it's possible or not. Come on, big fella.
Is it possible, Trav?
Possible, go. Let's go. I don't know if you can see us right now, but we've been packing non-stop. Tom's back's about fused together. It's pretty nasty out. We came from back there in the fog and the old man's in the lead.
This bear's been backtracking us since camp. It might be at the kill up here, I don't know. There's my bull there. We just came up here to grab a bite to eat. And we're gonna pack out some more quarters. And I spotted a real nice bull bedded down. White bell right there. Looks like a good one. We're gonna get over to that open ridge. See if we can get a closer look at him.
He's turning backwards, he's going down.
Keep it on him.
Dun
Got
dun
him.
dun.
Dead moose. Good job, Dad. High five.
You're gonna have to cut a trail to that side now, boys. What did you guys make me do? I tried to leave.
I think that's a really nice moose.
I was on my way out of here.
That thing is cool looking. Holy cow. Look at this double. He's not the biggest bull, but that thing has got some character. That is awesome. Close to 60 for your Alaskan moose.
Now we got our work cut out for us.
Well, we did it. Living the dream up here. Father and two sons come up and killed 3 moose close to 60 inches in 8 days of hunting. It's been pretty awesome. We've been packing meat non-stop. Good job, guys. Good job, Tom.
Yeah.
Nice shooting, Dad.
We all need a chiropractor.
Yeah, and Dad,
We should've brought one with us.
he's been our packing machine for, I don't even know how old you are now. 50
Pretty old.
50 some years old. He's been packing with me and Tom just as fast as we can go.
We'll get him.
Well, this is the last pack of 3 moose this week. We've been packing non-stop for about 8 days straight. 3 60-inch bulls. Just taking a rest here on the rest rock before we hit the alder patch, Hell's Hill, and Hell's Meadow down there.
Just a struggling. Attaboy, Tom. Show that hill who's boss.
Hunting apparel for long-range pursuit provided by Sitka and Kenetrek Boots of Montana. License applications made through Cabela's Tags. Brought to you by Gunwerks, G7 Optics, Night Force, Hornady, Flatline Ops, and Caldwell Shooting Supplies.
Everything. 7,000 miles, burned 600 gallons of fuel, put 200 hours on the motor. Look, you don't even shed a tear. Don't even shed a tear. Spent every last dime we all have. Would do it again.